The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway here in England. This fielded right at the goal line. Some strong running at the 20. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign.
Remember, going into the draft, many thought he was the #2 quarterback coming out of college. He proved quickly he was a top quarterback going into the NFL. One of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in recent memory. And what's scary about it? He's not even...
Start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
That's complete to Parker Washington. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead,
play action. Stroud now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
and this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads, everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From midfield, here's Allen. And Steve Smith hauls it in. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Now a 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Touchdown, Houston. Christian McCaffrey, 30 yards. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Escapes the defender. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Samuel in motion. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Stroud. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now Stroud. Open man is Samuel, complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing now is Stroud. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And Stroud now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Parker Washington from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again, and the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Here's Allen to throw it. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Allen going to audible to a different look. Back to throw now on first down. Got a man. That's Ward. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
We saw the former All-Pro Christian
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Give his guys the advantage here at the break.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Christian Watson, 52 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Samuel in motion. Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before. Out of it.
Stroud. Complete to Washington. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud out of the gun here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Owen coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, it can get away from them pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
And now out comes Houston. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery, escaping the pressure right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now Allen. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
Here's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3? I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. It returns it right back to Samuel.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Stroud looking to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here goes Stroud again. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
T. Higgins.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Houston's offense taking over again. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Now Allen. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the 1st, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.